crazy. But let me get centered. Back to this. Mad problems here. Mad problems here. And Division is my man. And I do think that he deserves a congratulations. He brought back video girls and video guys. Wow. It's the first thing you do when a breakup is bad. Go pick up some clown nigga to support you through it. What up, nigga? Say something. Now, back to this record. Can't leave me home with time to just chill.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in real quick. The latest episode of the Joe Budden podcast is going to hit the internet anytime people feel like Joe Budden taking a shot or dissing somebody, especially if it's Rory Amal, the old co-host of the Joe Budden podcast, help build them up together. People going to talk about it. But in this latest episode, 552, I'm going to have a link in the description box where y'all can check out the whole thing. They were talking about the latest release of Division. Now, that was going up online. People was feeling the way about the video, had different opinions about it. But the If I Get Caught video actually had Maul in it. And Maul was actually starring in it as a actor, as a character in the video. So when Joe Budden said he brought back having niggas in the videos, niggas like, okay, it was different niggas in the video. But when he say, yeah, what up, nigga? Then the energy of like, you know, Ice and Ish, and then Joe start laughing hard. We know your old co-host, your old homie, your boys in the video, so niggas gonna take that as a shot. Now, Maul did go to Twitter and put up the shade emoji, but he didn't really say anything with it. People gonna take that as a response. This is just how the internet works, whether you want it to be that or not. It is what it is in a place of conversation. So they gonna eat it up and make it trend and everything. But like I always say, bro, that really shows you how impactful this thing was with Joe Budden, Rory, and Maul, and even Parks and everybody on that team, because it take a whole team to be at the top level of a podcast. I heard that Maul, I've seen the episode where Maul had said before, you know, he probably wouldn't do that episode where they broke everything down right after the breakup. You know, he's like, man, I probably wouldn't have did that. If I could do anything differently, I probably wouldn't have did that maybe. But Joe Budden's still been speaking on it. He's actually got an interview going on right now with Queen's Flip. I don't know how deep they got into it, but I know on the latest Math Hoffa interview that Joe Budden was on, he got into real detail about it and really let me know that it was basically Joe's fault, just from where I sit at, you know. And I think this is what makes the people fuck with Joe. It's like we watching a real live movie. This is his real life. This is who he really is, but it's like at that time we kind of watching dog life and on this podcast and everything he going through on the internet, and it's like, okay, this is like really damn near an actor. That nigga will tell you one thing and then mean another, try to switch words around and say what the words mean to him as in salary or anything like that. But you know, to each his own, man. I'm a supporter of these platforms, the Joe Budden podcast, the Rory and Maul podcast. Rory and Maul are winning, Joe Budden is winning, everybody good. But it's gonna always be some little shots being shot maybe. They might always be connected, and they gonna always be connected because of how impactful it was in the podcast game, and not just hip hop or urban podcast, but podcast game in general. They gonna always be connected, man. Them names gonna always get tied in together. People are gonna always be concerned with it because podcast is fresh and new, bro. The podcast culture is still new as a whole, so niggas gonna always have differences of opinions about it and debate about it. But, you know, I did see that Rory and Maul got a tour coming. I'm gonna pop out to that motherfucker when they come out here to H-Time. Then I also had seen that Joe Budden was supposed to come out here, but he ended up not coming. They canceled theirs, but I'll tap in if they come out here too, man, just to support it. Like I say, man, y'all probably wouldn't be watching Urban Politicians TV if it wasn't for that Joe Budden podcast. So I got to keep that 1,000 at all times, man. Tell me what y'all think about this. We got more shit coming, more videos, all that, man. 1,000. Stay on your pivot for shit show.